Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today is Thrifty Canucks. It's been a long time since I did one of these. I'm starting with the books today because I have a pile of them here, and nothing really particular except the last one, which I'll show you. But I bought a Reader's Digest, and when I lived in Manitoba, I had made one of those. I mean, I buy Reader's Digest all the time, but I just saw this one in blue and I liked it. But when I was in Manitoba, I had made one of those sort of a Rolodex index things where you fold the page in half and you keep folding until you get this fanned out book that you can, tuck tags into, or some envelopes, or, Happy Mail or something. So I thought I would make one of those again, because I left it behind because it was just bulky and one of those things I didn't really need. And I think Thelma took it, actually. Thelma, you'll have to let me know, because I know it went somewhere. Somebody took it. Because they came and took stuff from me, whatever they wanted, of the stuff I had left over that I wasn't taking with me. So yeah, I'm just going to keep folding the pages like this until, and it's really pretty, and I'm sure you've seen them other places. And then you can tuck things, cards in between, or tags, or whatever you want. There might be a few pretty pages. I didn't see anything here so far that I liked, but there might be a few pretty pages that I will cut out. And that'll just give me more space as I do the book. So this is something I will sit in front of the TV and do. And then when it's all done, I will decorate the front and back covers on the inside just to make it look a little nicer. And I'll show you. But I'm sure you've seen lots of people do these. This page is kind of stuck here, so I probably will just pull it out. But yeah, I will keep going. It takes a while to do this. I'm warning you now. If you haven't made one before, it seems like an easy enough task, but you have to keep, pinching your pages down and folding them over. And this book has 574 pages, so that's almost 300 folds to make. So yeah, it'll take me a while to do, but it's a great project in front of the TV, or if you're talking on the phone to somebody and you've got the phone on speaker, this is the kind of thing that I like to do. So yeah, that was the only reason I liked the blue book. It was a Reader's Digest. I think I paid 25 cents for it. There's some kind of yucky thing here. I don't know what that is. I'll have to wash that off. But yeah, so it's just one of those things that I bought for myself. I'm going to throw that on the floor. Now these two books, is it this one? Yeah, this one. Strength of Materials. It's just an old hardcover book. I will use this. I will gut it and use it to make a journal. I love the Strength of Materials title here. I don't know how I would use it in the whatever journal I would make with it, because I'd most likely decorate the whole front cover at least. But I liked it because I like books with diagrams and calculations, so that I find interesting to use as backdrops on my collage and when I make journal cards and tags. I just find it very interesting to look at. The only thing I hadn't realized is that these are pages that are glossy. They have a sheen to it. So, it's just a preference that I prefer the flat finish, but I will use it. I use everything. I don't throw this kind of stuff away. And like I said, I love the calculations and the diagrams in my art. So that was the reason I bought this. Again, probably 25 cents. But I get the journal cover, which is a nice sturdy journal cover out of it, and then all the paper, because we love paper. Now these two books, not old, very generic looking covers. They are Diane Mott Davidson Sweet Revenge. It's in large print, and that's the reason I bought it. I'm sure there's some cheesy parts in here. I'll have to read through it to make sure it's okay to use. But I really, I don't know anything about this book. I liked this large print. You don't see that very often. It's just so cool to see. So maybe I'll have to read through it first, tear out the bad pages if there's anything, and then use them from there. I'm not a book reader, so I tend to skim pages, and if I don't see anything that looks negative or cheesy or swear words or anything like that, then I tear them out. I don't use them. But if the page looks reasonably fine, then I just go ahead and use it. Sometimes I will find myself getting caught up in reading a page or two, but then I set it aside and I forget about it. But I got 2 of them. Again, probably I think the books are $8 for $1 still. They put these sales on every once in a while, so I just probably bought the 4 books and said, charge me $1. Don't worry about it. They get in a kerfluffle, but because they want to charge me 12.5 cents a book, I just say charge me $1. So this one is called Remember When, and I bought this one, I think it's glossy as well, but I bought this one for the pictures. I really love, well, that's kind of plain, but I really love some of the, everything's teetering here, old pictures and some of the stories that are in here that might go well for different projects. But look at these postcards. And then this one's on the back side, but I think I would cut out the postcards to use. And here's a beautiful music sheet. Now what's on the back of this one? Nothing. So, and here again, it's I would probably cover this up. This Traditions of Holidays, I might just put something else in there and still use this frame and then maybe fold it up as an envelope. Off pages could be used for envelopes, for our Happy Mail. But just some fun pictures. I think there's always, like here's a nice music sheet, but even this photograph here would be fun to use. So lots of good pictures like that, interesting, that can be cut out of here. So, oh, I love that poster. That is so cute. Yeah, so again, probably only $1 or $2, or if that. It wasn't from Value Village, so it was probably cheaper. Now, this one came from Value Village, and I just went scoop, and it went right into my cart. It was $6.99, so 7 times 7, so I paid $4.90 for it. Thank you, Linda. I haven't done that for a while. And it is all on birds. Now, there are 80-some plates here. Just plain pages. Again, good for envelopes, for Happy Mail. Oh, there's a lot of them for Happy Mail. So the plates, yeah, there's 80-some plates in here. And look at these images. Aren't they gorgeous? The only problem is they're on both sides. So that's the only disappointing part, but they're just like they're like Edith Holden type images, and even the handwriting in here is like Edith Holden, but just beautiful birds. So that's obviously 40 pages of birds, just gorgeous. So I don't know yet how I would use this, but they're just so beautiful. How could I resist, right? And it just goes on and on. Just lovely, full color. No smell. There was another book like this, the same company and setup, but it was on ocean, like wildlife, but it was really it really wasn't as interesting of a book, so I left it behind. And I think I had regrets over a couple of beautiful fish, but it wasn't worth paying $7 for those couple of pages that I would use, because a lot of them were big whales and sharks and stuff, so I didn't find it interesting. But here again at the back, there's lots of these full-size pages, and these can be printed on very nicely, throwing it through your printer. You can just cut it down to 8.5 by 11 so it fits, and you can disguise it in so many ways, or use it as it is and collage over top of it for Happy Mail. just a fun thing. Isn't Happy Mail turning out to be such an amazing thing? I am so excited that it's continuing. I do have 3 envelopes so far to show you for tomorrow, because I'm doing a Happy Mail tomorrow. And I will check the mail tomorrow morning before I start, so I can do them all at once and hopefully get them all out in the mail tomorrow. I have a few envelopes done ahead of time. I'm not going to show them to you, but I have a few envelopes done ahead of time, so I think I'm ready, unless there's like 10. Then I might not be quite ready, but I'll go through that as we go along. So other than that, I don't have a lot of small stuff, but I have some fun small stuff. So I bought this little caddy with the jars, and they all have a little leaf inside of them, but they look like little milk jars. They have they're 100 mil, I guess, because there's a 100 on them. And it comes in this, this very vintage looking caddy that holds them. So I don't know what I want to do with them. I thought they could hold, tools of some kind, or, possibly they could hold beads. If they're sitting on my desk, they're not going to fall out. I do have corks somewhere that would probably fit here. I just have to look for them. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this just yet, but I just liked it. So I thought, well, it was $3.99, so 4 times 7, so it was $2.80, right? 4 times 7, yeah. So I thought, I can't resist it. I'll take it for that reason. If nothing else, I can put it in my kitchen and fill these with oil and vinegar, and I use apple cider vinegar and my own little mixes of stuff. So I can always use it in my kitchen if nothing else. But I just thought it was just a cute little caddy to have sitting somewhere, not on my desk. I keep saying on my desk, but I have enough things on my desk. But I just thought it would look cute somewhere. So we'll see. And then I got this big bag of trim. You know me and my trims. It was $3.99, so $2.80. And I didn't bother to open it, but I kind of knew what I was getting. I normally have staple removers on my desk, but I don't know where it went. That's what I mean. I don't need any more things on my desk. Luckily for me, only 2 people have really seen my desk, and that's Lori and Thelma. So they know what it's like. But you guys only see this little part. One day I'll show you the whole thing. Okay, this is quite a full ball here. But it is, and I'm just going to, yeah, it doesn't smell or anything, so that's good. I always worry when I get this stuff. Okay, it looks like something is stitched together here or held together, but I can take that apart. But then the rest of the trim has these little tassels. So it's quite pretty. There's probably about 5 yards here, I would think. There's a newspaper rolled up inside. I always take these apart because, Grandma stuck the funniest things that she used to wind these things onto. So in this case, it's just a piece of newspaper, it looks like. Let's see if I can get it off. But, I always have to examine this stuff, and then I rewind it onto something that's more suitable for my needs. Oh, it looks like it's Chinese paper of some kind. Oh, quite the wrapper she was. Sorry for the delay, but let's see what we're at here. It wouldn't come off. She must, oh yeah, she taped it on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is always fun because this gives you an indication of how long it's been in somebody's possession. However, it is in Asian paper. But wow, look, oh here, May the 5th, 2001. So it's been on that roll for 23 years. But I've got some beautiful collageable papers in Asian. I got a piece the other day from somebody. Was that from April, I think? I can't remember. So yeah, these can all be cut out. I don't know what they say, but it's, you know, it's in a public newspaper, so I'm sure it's not anything bad. But these can be fun to cut out and back onto some cardstock and make some journal cards. And just use as a background. You know, you can add things like flowers and birds on top, and it looks pretty. And then same with on this side. There's lots of material here. So that's fun, but always do check, you know, I unwind it just to see, because you never know what's on the inside. My grandmother was notorious for putting money, stuffing money in her sewing box and in behind the mirror in her jewelry box. And, you know, I've come across jewelry boxes with private letters and stuff tucked under the lining. So you just never know. My mother was notorious for putting money. You know, they were so worried about who was going to find their money. She would put her money in the pocket of all of her 90s. So, you know, after she passed, I had to go through everything, and between the 90s and the other few places, a lot of books. I found a couple $100. So yeah. So always be aware of these things when you're out thrifting, because you just never know what you're going to find. And now I got a beautiful piece of collage paper. So that was a free bonus in my bag of trim. Now this trim, even though it has the tassels on here, you could cut the tassels off and use those separately if you wanted, just stitching them on to, you know, whatever your project is. And you can also use the trim separately. Another thing too is this trim comes with additional loops. So if you were putting a small piece like this, now I'm going to stick my hand underneath it here. So if you were putting a small piece like this, say on a page or on a journal card or something, you can have the two tassels dangling, but you can also very easily hook some other additional dangles on here. So you could have like a little crystal or some beads or chain or something hanging. So there's lots of different ways that you can use this. And like I said, the tassels can come off separately to make projects. Look at that. It would make a really pretty flower too, wouldn't it? Just cutting it right at the base of the tassel or the top of the tassel. So always keep in mind that you have other options with this type of trim. And this trim is great to bind along the edges of your journals, and as well as along the bottom and on any projects that you're going to use in the journal. So I think for $2.80, I got my money's worth out of that little bag. So then I was at Salvation Army and I picked up this cute little tin. I know it's old because there is no barcode on it for starters. It needs a good washing, so this will have to go back upstairs. Made in England. Yeah, containers made in England. Love the color of blue, and opens up and it's hinged. It's fairly clean inside, considering that it's aged. Aside from the tape on here that has to come off, it's in pretty good shape for decorating. I will use this in my studio just because it looks pretty, and I'll have it open and filled with some type of goodness before no time at all. So one of those things. You know, I don't like to buy containers because that means I'm going to put stuff in them, but sometimes, you know, I've got stuff that I can already put in them that I'm not going out and buying more, so I will use it. And if not, I will pass it on one way or another. Just to take a little pause here, the box lots that I put up yesterday have had a lot of good interest, and I've sold a couple of them already. So if you are thinking about it, don't think too long. I think there's only a couple left. I will continue to make more of them. But it's something that takes a little bit of time, you know, because I have to go one for you, one for you, one for you. And if you saw the boxes, you know, it's quite a bit of stuff, and I have to gather it and stuff. So I will make more. But if you are interested and you want it fast, I don't have too many left. So do check that out. And I will always add other things. So if you see something in my thrifting, you know, like this trim, for example, if you see this in my thrifting and you say, oh, Kim, I would love a little piece of that trim, you know, I will add that into a package for you. If you're buying some stuff from me and I'm shipping to you anyway, I will add some of that into a package. I can't really do it in Happy Mail because, you know, if I'm going into United States, it has to be all paper. You know, maybe I could slip a little piece of ribbon or lace or something. But yeah, if you're buying something from me and you say, oh, Kim, I saw you had this orange trim on your Happy Mail or on your Thrifty Canucks video, I would love a piece of that. You know, I will snip it and throw it in your bag. It makes no difference to me. You know, you only need maybe a foot or 15 inches to do a real project with it. So I would love to add those into your packages. So keep that in mind. And so for those of you that are getting some boxes of this supply boxes that I made, if you want any of this next thing coming up, let me know. And for sure, let me know. So I paid $2.99 for this bag, knowing it was something, but not knowing for sure what it was. Okay, so it was a big bag for $2.99. So $3 times 7, I paid $2.10. Even though I wasn't 100% sure what it was, I said, I've got to buy it now. So I will be dropping these into those boxes in the future and possibly even into some Happy Mail. Because when I opened it up, I did open it. Now, I'll take one full one out because I did open one up. So it's like this, and they're petals. I'd never seen this before, so it must be something for weddings. But there's like tons on one little. I don't know that they're paper. They almost feel like a silky, but they're die cut in layers, and there must be 30 or so in one stack. So you can bet I will be adding these into some Happy Mail if I can, at least a few pieces here and there, because it's, you know, if I take them off individually, they're going to sit relatively flat. They are lightly embellished, so they would make, you know, some type of a flower if you. Okay, I got a little bit of static going on here, but look at how many there are. I don't know if you can really see, but I'll just do a quick fan here. Oh, I'm not even in camera, am I? Here we go. Yeah, there's lots. So if I took these apart, you can make, you know, probably a very pretty flower, but man, there's so many. I'll get it apart after, but just to give you an idea. So you can put, you know, 3 or 4 or whatever together to make this really pretty little flower. Maybe about 5, but it's so staticky in here and there or something. But you can see I've got a lot of them. So I'm going to be willing to share some of these with all of you as we go along. So if you're getting Happy Mail from me, you can bet your bottom dollar there's going to be some of these in my Happy Mail. So as we go along here, it's turning into a very pretty little flower. But even these ones are still doubled up. They're not as translucent as this, so you can imagine how many flowers you can make out of that. So Anne and the others, if you want me to add some of these into your package, please let me know. In fact, you don't even have to let me know. There's just going to be some in your package automatically. So you will get a little extra bonus out of this deal. So that's that bag. Now, you know, I recycle all of these bags. This is the type of stuff I use to package other things in. If I'm mailing things out, you know, in my parcels, I like to restore or reuse all of these bags. I do reuse the tags. I've just got such a stockpile of them. I haven't sat down and done anything, but I'll have to do sort of a mass day and make some fun. You know, maybe I'll coffee dye them and then do a cluster on top or something. So maybe I'll bring you along for that when I do. The last thing that I have, oh no, I have more. I forgot, I have more. This I got, was $1.99, so 2 times 7, so $1.40. For $1.40, I will always take a package of Heat and Bond. You know, it was regular $4.99 at whatever day that somebody bought this, because it's not $4.99 anymore. This is a full package, not opened, so it's 17 inches by a yard. I'm pretty sure it's about $7 or $8 now. The person obviously bought it on sale for $2.50, but even still at $1.40, just getting this was worth my money. But it came with this, and I don't exactly know what it is. It's called Decorator Blocks, Walls, Fabric, Furniture, and Gifts. Contains one pad with 6 decorator block shapes, a pattern sheet. So I'm going to open it. And then if it is something I don't use, like it seems to me like it's almost like a stamp pad, then it will go in one of my next junk journal boxes. Yeah, it is a stamp pad of sort. Okay, so this has all the little petals in here. Yeah, it's still in the, not something I would use, but obviously it makes, you make these different designs. Okay, actually the paper is actually more interesting than the stamps. But I will put it all back together because I already got my money's worth out of it. So it will go all together in one of my next upcoming journal boxes, journal supply boxes, because sometimes people can use this kind of stuff. And if not, you know, it's got a beautiful decorative cover. So you can maybe turn that into something as well. So yeah, it's not for me. So it's going in the pile of something that I can pass on to someone else. So I'll put that aside for now. And then the next thing I had here, yeah, I knew there was more. It seemed like it went pretty fast. It was $2.99. I took a chance on this. I see some pretty abstract kitty cats on here. And it looks like they're a set of 4 cards. They're blank cards with envelopes. 20 cards and 20 envelopes. It was $2.99, so $2.10. See, I waited for you. I didn't wait for you for everything, but I waited for you for these. But it was those flowers that had my, those petals that had my attention. I guess they're for a wedding that they throw it like a confetti, but that seems kind of wasteful to me and not practical as far as environment. So it looks like a book. Oh, that's kind of fun. And then you open it up. Oh, yes. Look at this. So I get the cards. Oh, Miss Kitty, I bet you'd like some of these. All right, so I get the cards. So there's just some whiskers. Oh, you can sort of see the cat, the outline of the cat. I don't know if you guys can catch that on. There's cats there. And then there's this one. This is cute. I like this one. I love the color too. All right, so this is brand new, not opened. The envelopes are plain, but they're kind of an off-white color if you compare to the white tags here. They're just kind of an off, kind of a taupey color. Nothing inside. So these can easily be recovered. Like this isn't exactly clear, but it could be recovered and collaged over top, or put a really, you know, nice looking cat on top with these guys in the background, and stitch up the side and the bottom, or glue, put a tab on the top, and you have a floating pocket. So they'll get used up regardless. I love this little book. I think that would be a fun piece to work with. But let's look at the other cards. This one you can sort of see it a little bit better, I think. Looks a little clear that there's cats. Look at those sets of eyes there. And then these ones here are cute. Love the eyes on those. Oh, there's another guy down there. So for $2.10, 20 cards, that's 10 cents a card with an envelope. And the extra 10 cents I paid pays for the box. So well worth it. And it's a cute little box. I could see using this as a folio of sorts, where maybe you slip a small journal on either side. Interesting. It's actually even an interesting template. So it might be something for the future. I could also take this cardboard right off of here. It'll take a little bit of work and leave it a little bit distressed looking, but it would make a nice journal cover as it is, and just decorate the back side of it. The front looks nice, so just decorate the back side of it, maybe with some burlap, and a pocket glued down so that you don't see the advertising and stuff. And so it becomes a functional book cover. It's 1.5 inches, so you could easily get 2 small signatures in there. Lots of ideas, lots of possibilities. So for $2.10, really got my money's worth on this one. And might have to send some to Miss Fit Kitty. Do you think she likes cats? So this I bought at the my local thrift shop for $2. And it is a party game gift bingo. I don't know exactly what it's about, but it looks like it's never been used. So let's open it up and see. I just thought it looked like interesting papers. And there's lots of them. Okay, so these are all stickers. Oh, maybe it has been used. These are all little heart-shaped stickers. So I will be probably sending a few of these pages in some Happy Mail. Because I'll share all this with you. Now this gives you these, okay, bridal gift bingo. There's more stickers. Very fun cards. You could easily either just cut it off here and then use the squares to put little, snippets of fabric or, words or stickers or something. It's a lightweight cardstock, so it could be easily folded to make little mini journals. Oh, you get quite a bit of stuff in here. Oh, it's 2 packages. Oh, I see. So there's 2 full packages, or 1 full package and 1 part. So it looks like a few bingo cards are missing. And then there's more in this one. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. And then I got a baby word scrambler package. Yeah. So you, I guess, come up with the baby words. KLIM, well, that's milk. MYMMO, that's mommy, and then the rest is beyond me. And then there's a word search on the other side. Ooh, double your money. Such a fun party plan thing for a shower, right? I never had, I don't have children, and I'm sure it's different when you have children, but I always bowed out of the baby showers. I always said, I think I went to 2 in my lifetime. That's it. Because everybody, they open the gifts and everybody passes around the cute little sleeper and goes, ooh, the little thing that looks like a tiger or, bunny ears. And then everybody passes around this poor baby, and it's just not my thing. So usually I bow out in any way I can by sending a gift, a substantial gift or a gift card, and just say, busy. So you can bet this is not something I will ever use, but I do have my nephew's wife is expecting, so maybe I will forward this on to her and she can use it. But yeah, I won't be going to that baby shower either. I will be sending a gift. Just saying is all. Okay, so I will put that aside and review it further. And I can always use up the cards and stuff. So again, extra little baggies and stuff that I can use. The stickers I will pass on to people in Happy Mail if I have the chance. So that was it for that. So my last and final thing is nothing spectacular, but it's one of those things that I always tell you, keep your eye out for this, and here's why. So I bought these neutral colored streamers at the thrift shop. I think they were 25 cents a package. I don't know. It doesn't say on it. You can buy them at the dollar stores too. But when you see them at the thrift shop, it's much cheaper. So it's just crepe paper. But if I can get one of these undone. Yeah, not even used. Okay, well, I'll just rip it. But crepe paper, if you put this through your sewing machine, you can gather up some really, really pretty ruffles. And, you know, maybe it's in colors that you don't like, or it's faded. You can also play around and use it as a backdrop for stitching other things on top of. So you're making kind of a snippet roll where it's not even seen at the background anyway. It does have a little bit of stretch, but not a lot. So there's a lot of mileage in this one roll for making ruffles. So I haven't done any for a while because after I moved, I didn't have any. And then I saw these in this color and picked them up. So this can also have lace sewn down the center or trim sewn down the center. So you can make some really fancy edges for your journals. It is very sturdy. It's not gonna, I mean, it ripped just like that, but it is sturdy paper. And so this would make nice belly bands or, you know, side tucks or something. And it's so easy to decorate on top of this. And then, like I said, the ruffles alone, if you sat at a machine with one of these, you could spend a little while. And then what a fun ruffle you would have at the end, all done up, that you can decorate down the center with some flowers or braided trims, and you know, I don't have a darn thing on the table here to show you. But yeah, there's so many ways to decorate this. And this stuff, I mean, it's cheap as it is to buy at the dollar store, but if you see it at the thrift shop, you can also pick it up there. Now here's where it was glued, but that will just hide right into there. And I could go on and make this really, really pretty ruffle. And if that's too wide for you, cut it down the center and make thin ruffles, thin pieces. So keep your eye out for this. This is one of those things that, oh wow, you can make so many different things out of it. Cluster bases, add, you know, just a little ruffle like this into a cluster or onto a journal card. Sure, just because I want to tear it won't tear. But you can add something like this onto a journal card as a cluster with a little flower. Very, very easy. You can ink the edges of this. You may have to use something underneath it just to hold it firmly. Like I'm going to use this tag here, but very easy to ink the edges. And this color, you could probably dye it or use your alcohol inks on it to create a little bit more interest as well. And if you get it wet and just let it dry somewhere, I'm sure it will dry fine. So this is just to give you an idea of how easy it is to make a little clustery thing to decorate on your, and I don't have, I have some, well, like blue. But even a little label, a little cabochon, a little flower, whatever you have would decorate the top, bottom, side, or whatever of a card very easily. These can also be turned into flowers and made into like little roses. Here we go. So in no time at all, you'd have a. See, I'm not thinking of how I'm doing this. There we go. And in no time at all, you can have some nice little paper roses as well. There are lots and lots of videos showing you how to roll roses. And crepe paper is such a forgiving ribbon or paper that you can easily make some really cute pig rose. Now I had that's torn a little bit there, but you get the idea of how quickly it is to make a flower. And like, look at this, there's just a mountain of it. So yeah, keep your eye out for it. That's the main thing that I wanted to show you, is that you know, it's pretty versatile paper. And you know, it doesn't hurt to have these on hand in case you're going to have a party or a baby shower. I'll send these to my niece-in-law. Anyway, that's it. That's all for my video today. Now, I am so far behind on doing my Thrifty Canucks draws, but don't Don't worry. I make a list and it is on the pile. I just came downstairs here and I went, oh, I forgot to do it again. So I will make another note and hopefully get it done for next week. And plus I have so much mail to get out this week. I don't want to add that onto my pile, but I do go back. I'm one of those people. I'm an elephant that never forgets, and I will go back and find every comment and every video that I haven't done my Thrifty Canucks draw on yet and get it done. And yeah, if you're getting a Thrifty Canucks draw, you can bet there's a chance you'll get some of this and some of that other white petals because I got to send it off somewhere. I only need one little stack for me and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed my Thrifty Canucks for today. Tomorrow will be my Happy Mail video. And so I have 3 now, and hopefully there'll be a few more in the mail tomorrow morning. I'm not going till tomorrow because otherwise I'll have to go again tomorrow. So I'll wait and see what happens on tomorrow. But whatever I get tomorrow will either go out tomorrow as well, because I have my envelopes made ahead, and if I have to, I can probably whip up a couple extra if I'm short. But if there's 10, I will, let you know what the status is on that. But that's it. That's all. So I wish you all a creative week, and we're getting close into the weekend now. It's Thursday, so let's have some time off and on the weekend and do some creative stuff. And otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.